Welcome, everybody. Xbox, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the weekly hangouts with your boy Sega Man. How's everybody doing? TB, what's up, man? In Phil, we trust. What's up, TB? How you doing this Wednesday, man? This Wednesday morning. This is a shout out, man, to Phil Spencer for the great work he's been doing for the Xbox community. Other Zinc, what's up, my brother? I'm giving you shots out today to Other Zinc, along with Hebot, and just the true Xbox gaming community. All the brothers and sisters of Xbox that rock out with us, man, in our podcast. This podcast is for you guys. Big shots out to Toolman55 that be bringing that work to these pony bots. Big shout out to Phil Spencer, man. I'm going to tell you guys what I did. I actually messaged Phil Spencer on Xbox. He was playing a game. I was playing a game. And I told him, I said, Phil, I'm 50 years old. I've been gaming for a long time. Tuck, I'm just doing the hangouts, man. This is not going to be where we're talking about how PlayStation sucks, brother, and and the pony bots, deaf to all pony bots and stuff like. It's nothing like that, my brother. This is a shout outs, hangouts, man. You know what I mean? It's just a shout out, hangouts. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm chopping up game with the chat and everybody. But big shout out to my brother DJ Tuck Master, man, because I'm not gonna be here long. Tuck, I gotta put in that work. I gotta go to work, man. So I can't be on here for 10 hours. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But I want to give a big shout out to Phil Spencer, man. I'm going to give a big shout out to the chat because the chat is just overflowing in here right now, bro. I want to give a big shout out. I'm going to put all y'all on screen. Big shouts out to TB. Big shouts out to my brother, Other Zinc. Big shouts out to Toolman55. Big shouts out to DJ Tuck Matches, which is part of the Outlaws of Xbox podcast. Big shouts out to Ramo. Big shouts out to Emmanuel. A1, what's up? A1 Sauce Emmanuel. Big shouts out to you guys. Yo, listen, guys. I messaged Phil Spencer and I told him. I said, listen, Phil. I've been into gaming for a long time. I'm 50 years old. I've been gaming for a long time, and I don't think you had to apologize. I think you're doing good work for us as consumers, true Xbox gamers in the Xbox gaming community. Keep up the good work. And he texted me back and he said, thank you. So I messaged him and I let him know, as a true gamer, man, of Xbox that have been rocking out games and collecting video games and stuff for years. For years, man, I feel that Phil Spencer is doing a good job. I don't honestly believe that he had to go on that kind of shitty games and apologize and did what he did with that clown. What's that clown's name? Paris Flowers Lilies. I don't feel he had to do that. Paris, man, it's a shame about you, man. You fake, bro. You fake, man. You fake. You can act in damage control a little bit and say that, oh yeah, Phil, I always been in your corner and I always did this and that. Man, Paris, you're a clown, bro. You're a clown. You're not a true Xbox fan. You're a PlayStation dude, and that's cool. If you're going to be a PlayStation dude, say it with your chest. All right? Because you're not an Xbox dude. All right? You're not. Paris, you're not. And you got these podcasts that put you on their show, and that's fine. And that's cool with them because they're getting their grind on. No ill will towards those podcasts. But Paris, you're a clown, bro. You are not a true Xbox gamer, bro. I'm sorry, brother. Okay, you're not. I don't hate you, Paris. I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody, bro, but you're not a true Xbox dude, man. You're not. You're fake. You're a PlayStation dude. You're a PlayStation dude, man. You know what I mean? You're not Xbox. You know what I mean? Everybody that's rocking out right now with your boy Sega Man in the chat, which is my brother Other Zinc, along with Ramo and everybody else, we're true Xbox fans, man. We're true Xbox fan. My brother Other Zinc, man, always bringing that truth. He is part of the Outlaws of Xbox podcast, a part of the Unlimited Truth with Unlimited Productions with my brother Hebot. And I want to give a big, big shout out to Hebot, man. Hebot's last video was excellent. excellent from beginning to end, from his intro to his outro. Hebot's last video was explaining and breaking down all the toxicity of Sony from beginning to end when they came into gaming and where they're at now. Okay. And like he said, Xbox is not going anywhere. Okay. If it's somebody that is in trouble, it is Sony. Sony is in trouble. All right. Sony is in big trouble. All right. People calling for Phil Spencer's head, saying that Phil Spencer should be fired. No. A lot of people that are on the Sony side have left the company. How many people can you name that have left the company as many as left Sony? Name it. Name it. Because Phil Spencer is the best thing that has happened to Xbox. It really is. That's right. And I'm going to praise Phil Spencer because I think he's doing a good job. He's a good man. Okay. I know sometimes Phil Spencer might come off as being too nice. Okay. But he's a good guy, man. And he's doing the best that he can for Xbox gamers, man. And true gamers out there in general. I mean, he wants everybody to play where they want, on what they want. And that's what it should be about, okay? You should be able to play on your phone, on your tablet, all right? On your Xbox. You know what I mean? Play these great Xbox games that are coming out. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing a great job at it, man. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm playing Redfall. I think I'm a level 9 or 10 or 8, something like that. I think I'm pretty far into the game. I haven't had no kind of issues. There's only one thing that I don't really consider an issue is when I went to open a trunk of a car, the lid was going real fast. It wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop vibrating the lid when I opened the back to get the stuff that was in the back of the trunk of the car. That was it. I didn't have no kind of crashes, nothing like that. Nothing falling off the board or whatever. I'm having so much fun, guys, with Redfall. I don't know what these people out here are talking about. I really don't. Oh, it needs to be this and it needs to be that. It doesn't. Look, when it becomes 60 frames per second, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. But that's not going to stop me from playing the game. Look, you might have some pop in, okay? When you turn your head or when you're in action or when you're running in the board, okay, you might have some pop in of the environments like the trees. Maybe the bricks on the building are a little blurry. Okay, and then it focuses in. That's all you're having. Is that going to really affect your gameplay of Redfall? Honestly, is that going to make you say, you know what? God damn it, this game keeps popping in and out. I'm quitting, man. I'm going to quit and wait until that 60 frames per second download comes, man. I'm going to just quit. What's up, T Reaper, my good brother? I hope you're doing well, T. You're always in our hearts, man, and you're still part of us. So don't think you're not, T. You're still part of us, man. And this weekend, it's Mother's Day weekend. I'm going to be spending time with my wife and kids. So I might not be able to do a podcast, guys. That's why I'm doing this Hangouts too. Real quick, because this weekend is Mother's Day coming up. You know what I'm saying? So spend time with your wife. If you're with a girlfriend that's a mother, okay, and you're not the dad and you're supporting her and her kid or whatever, she's still a mother. Spend time with her and have a good day and treat her good on Mother's Day because she deserves it, man. She deserves it. All right? If you have a mom right now and your mom's is still alive and with you and you don't have a girlfriend or a wife, go celebrate Mother's Day with your moms. Put the controller down. Go be with your moms, man. Take her out to dinner. Buy your mom something nice, man, and spend time with your mom, man. This weekend, the weekend, not Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, if you can, it's Mother's Day weekend, all right? So, Tuck, if you're still in here, don't be calling me, man. Don't be calling me on Saturday. Hey, we having the podcast, man. Hey, Sega, man. What's up, man? We having the this weekend, Tuck. I'm busy, bruh. So that's why I'm doing this now, man. You know what I mean? doing this hangouts here, man. I'm going to be busy this weekend. All right. Don't be calling me, Tuck. Don't try not to forget my brother. You know, you my brother, man. I love you. I love you, man. You know, you're my brother from another mother. But Tuck, don't call me. You be killing me when you be doing that. You be acting like you forget. Don't be doing that, Tuck, man. Because my wife sometimes she be looking at me like, and I'm gonna have to come down on you. You know what I mean? No, I'm just playing, man. But listen, Tuck, this weekend, no podcast, bro. No podcast. All right. If for some crazy reason, which I don't think is going to happen, that I can do a podcast, no, I'm not doing it. Even if there's a chance I can. I got to spend time with the wife and the kids, bro. So that's why I'm doing this hangout, shouting you guys out, shouting Phil Spencer out. I want to give a big shout out to the chat because they've supported me for a few years now that I've been podcasting with my brothers. Like I met great people like Unlimited Productions. You know what I'm saying? The Realists, Other Zinc, Toolman, the chat that always with us, Anthony Chipmunk, all the great guys that have been rocking out with me. Peltrex, I remember all you guys, man. Ramo, all you guys, and DJ Tuckmaster is part of my crew. Big shots out to him. And do something nice for your wife, man. Do something nice for your wife. Don't be worrying about no damn Xbox podcast. You hear me, Tuck? Do something good with your wife, man. Go take her out to dinner and buy her something nice. I know you're probably going to do that, but I have to say it too. Just, go spend some time with your wife, man. Don't worry about the ponies, all right? Or the phony station. I don't call it the Sony station. No, I don't call it the Sony PlayStation no more, guys. I call it the phony station because it's phony, man. It's phony over there. It's phony over there. They're trying to destroy Xbox and their games, guys. And you guys, I got to give you guys a big shout because you're always on the front lines combating this bull crap that's out here. Okay. And Phil Spencer, hats off to you, my brother. If you're listening, Phil, hats off to you, man. You're doing a great job. Don't worry about you don't have to apologize and plead with those dudes on there. You know what I mean? You just don't have to do that, man. I'm sorry. You don't have to do that. You're doing a good job because I'm going to tell you what, on the other side, which is the phony side, they're not doing half of what Phil Spencer's doing. They're not. Okay. The leader over there of Sony is not doing half of what Phil Spencer's doing. He's not. Okay. He's worried about the ABK deal and keeping it blocked. He's not even worried about the consumers over there that are invested in PlayStation. He doesn't come out and talk about them. He doesn't come out and say what games that are coming and saying that he's happy for the PlayStation community. He's not doing none of that. All he's worried about is that ABK deal. That's all he's worried about, and keeping it blocked. That's all he's worried about, guys. He ain't worried about nothing else, man. Big shouts out to my brother E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox. E-Rock, big shouts out to E-Rock, man. E-Rock's been fighting a good fight out here for a long time, man. With Welsh the Gamer, He-Bot, all those guys, man. So big shouts out to my brother E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox. Big shouts out to him. And like I said before, we're going to try to get this podcast going again. I've been kind of busy, but we're going to try to get the Exile going again, man. I just talked to He-Bot the other day about it. So, big shouts out to him and big shouts out to you guys, man, because I'm going to tell you what, without you guys, man, we wouldn't be nothing, bro. Honestly, man, I'm just keeping it real. I like chopping up game with the true Xbox fans out here, man. You know what I mean? The true Xbox fans out here. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that they don't do nothing wrong. Okay. I'm not saying that. Every company does do stuff wrong. Okay. Stuff might not work out right. Stuff might not work out properly. I'm not saying that. They all make mistakes. Okay? They do. But on a PlayStation side, there's just too much toxicity over there. Way too much. And you guys know this, man. They're calling for Phil Spencer's head. For what reason? What reason, guys, should Phil Spencer be fired? What did he do that bad that he should be fired? Or they should get rid of Phil Spencer? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. The guy that's over there, Jim Ryan, is Jim Ryan the leader of Sony? It's Jim Ryan, right? Is that his name, Jim Ryan? He's the leader over there. He should be fired. He should be fired. He should definitely be fired. Yeah, I hear you. Zink, I hear you, brother. Redfall is third behind Fortnite and Call of Duty on True Achievement. Yeah, Redfall is a success. Yep, it's Jim Ryan, like T Reaper said. He should be fired. Okay? I'm calling it out right now. He should be fired, guys. What is he doing good for? What is he doing good over there? What's he doing good for Sony right now? What's he doing good for Sony right now? You know, you might have a couple trolls in here and call me the N-word, call me fat, you know what I mean? Or talk about, you know, stupid stuff. You know, you're just a corporate slave or whatever, but you guys can never answer the question. When you guys call me names or call Hebot names or, you know, E-Rock or any Unlimited, any of us, you know, 100, you can never answer the question. You can never answer any questions that we ask you. What is Jim Ryan doing right now that is satisfying that Sony consumer? What is he doing? Fighting to block the ABK deal? Is that satisfying the Sony consumer? To just keep fighting and crying and whining about what Xbox and Microsoft is doing because they're scared that they're going to lose money? Because that's all they're worried about is money. They're not going to even lose any money. That's how stupid that company is over there. You're ridiculous over there. You need to take some lessons. You need to take some lessons about business from Microsoft instead of being against them. That's the problem. That's your problem. You know what I mean? You can't work with Microsoft because you're on this like trip of just wanting to be the end all be all. But the only thing that's going to be end all be all is your fall, because that's what's happening to you right now. You're falling like a ton of bricks. You really are. You're falling, man. They're hurting real bad, guys. They're hurting real bad over there. They cannot play nice. Put it that way. They cannot play nice because we all know it deep down inside. Everybody in the chat, shouts out to the chat, all the brothers in here watching. Big shouts out to you guys. You know good and damn well, okay? If Microsoft really wanted to be that big behemoth of a bully with Sony, they can. They can destroy Sony overnight. Am I right, Others Inc.? Am I right, T Reaper? Am I right, Emmanuel? Toolman? If they want to, they can destroy Sony. Big time. If they want to. They can get mean and nasty, but they refuse not to. Okay, yes, they're stepping up a little bit. You know what I mean? And defending what they're doing, but we all know deep down, and you pony bots know this, okay? You pony bots know this. Microsoft can gobble Sony up overnight. Microsoft is big business. Sony's not. They're not big business anymore, guys. Back in the 80s when they had the Walkman, right? That's when they were big business. That's when they were really thriving, when they had the Sony Walkman, because it was a big hit for them. And some of their stereo equipment back in the day that was made good. The shit is pure garbage now. Anything you buy Sony now when it comes to stereo equipment, I'm gonna give you guys some advice. Do not buy no stereo equipment at all. And if you and to be honest with you, watch buying their TVs too. Their TVs are absolute garbage. I have a friend that specializes in TVs. His name is Tony. He's worked for this dude for a long time. I don't think he works with him anymore. And he even said his own company, TV company, they specialize in fixing TVs and reselling them, said that Sony's TVs are garbage. Okay? And their receivers are garbage. All right? The only thing that's keeping Sony alive right now is PlayStation, right? The movie division is terrible. It's going downhill. It sucks. Okay? The only thing that is keeping Sony alive right now, and they know this, is COD and PlayStation. That's it. That doesn't even belong to them. That doesn't even belong to them. You know what I mean? And Phil Spencer, he's just playing it cool. And he feels bad. If you watch that kind of shitty games, if you watch that, you can see that he feels bad. And to me, the one guy that was on there, the bald head dude with the glasses, I think he was trying to not like I think he was trying to make Phil feel better about, things a little bit. Like he seemed to kind of be doing that, but as far as Paris, no. Okay? No, hell no. Okay? Phil Spencer has no reason to feel bad about what happened. All right? This is my opinion. All right? The guy is working hard out here for us. And y'all know this. Y'all know this, man. All right? And nobody can never answer none of our questions when we ask about Sony things. They got to go to trolling because they're very uneducated when it comes to gaming. They really are. They can't answer no questions, or it'll go like this. Well, Sony PlayStation 5 sold these many consoles. What does that have to do? What does it have to do with getting great games and software on your system? Because Sony sold 1 trillion consoles or 1 billion consoles. That has nothing to do with it. How many times has Hebot told you? I told you? Unlimited's told you? Erox told you? What Hunter told you? Consoles take a loss, all right? You don't make no money in console sales. You make money in the software. It's about the software, all right? Sony knows that the Call of Duty is making them their money, and that's the software that people are mostly playing on there, right? Call of Duty. They're not playing no more PlayStation games. Let's just keep it a buck, okay? They're not playing fucking God of War no more. They're not playing I don't know how many times are they going to keep playing The Last of Us? How many times are you going to keep playing Uncharted? How many times are you going to keep playing Spider-Man? These games have no longevity, guys. These games have no longevity at all. They don't. And I'm down with PC players, and I want PC players to know I have no hate. I have no hate for PC players at all. I don't. I have a laptop that I play my Game Pass on. I have Ultimate Game Pass. If I'm going on vacation, I got a nice laptop my wife bought me. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice gaming laptop with Ryzen, G4 is it GeForce GTX? I mean, I have a nice laptop, with NVIDIA and the Ryzen 5. It's a nice gaming laptop. All right? So I have nothing against PC gamers. I play on my PC. All right? Yes, I am a console gamer, and I prefer to play on console, which is my Xbox, but I have no prejudice against PC gamers. I don't. My son plays a Series S, and he plays his PC. And he wanted Xbox 360 again, so I got him that. But my son plays on, and he got an Oculus Rift. I have nothing against PC. I don't. I have nothing against it. I rock out with the PC brothers, all right? I do. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with rocking out with PC brothers, man. They're gamers. At the end of the day, PC guys are gamers, all right? Dia, 4568, the first lady of chat that's with us, she's a PC gamer also, but she plays Xbox. So big shouts out to Dia. You know what I mean? Big shouts out to her. Dia 4568. She's our lady of Xbox. Big shouts out to her. Big shouts out to Anthony Chipmunk, Tiger. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? What's going on with all of y'all? Thank you for coming, man. But this is a big shout out to our brother Phil Spencer, man. They're trying to call for his head, and there's no reason to. There's no reason to. All right, there isn't. The man is doing the best he can. He keeps bringing us games, and you guys know this. He's always doing a video. He's always going on these shows. He don't have to do that. If Phil Spencer didn't want to, he doesn't have to go on kind of shitty games. He doesn't have to, but he did it. All right, and I was a little angry because I don't think he had to explain himself like that. I really didn't expect him to do all that because I watched it from beginning to end. I did. You know what I'm saying? I give a lot of love to Phil because he is taking care of gamers, bro, with Ultimate Game Pass. Every other week you get a game in Game Pass. It might be 2 games, 3 games in 1 week. What does Sony get in 1 week? What do they get? What do they get every other week on their what is it? Their subscription base. The PlayStation asparagus. What do they get? What do they get? Okay, some people might argue, well, Sega Man, their games with gold, I don't know if they call games with gold, but their free games they get, some of them may say are bomber and better than the games that we get with games with gold. I don't care. I don't care if they get better. I don't care. Any games with gold, games that come to Xbox, I download it and I keep it moving. Because I'm getting the best value for my buck. It doesn't matter what Xbox gives me with games with gold. I don't care. People always crying and whining about that. Oh my God, these games are terrible, or I already have these games. Okay, all right, keep it moving. All right, you got Ultimate Game Pass. All right, maybe there's one game you got, and maybe there's one game you don't got. All right, download the game and keep it moving. If you don't like the game, keep it in your library. Maybe your wife or your girlfriend will like it. Maybe your kids might want to try it. But it's free. It's your game. Okay, you're still getting an incentive with Xbox, all right? We get more incentives over here. We get more goodies over here than any other company can offer, right? Big shouts out to Tiger Drop. What's up, brother? What's up, man? You guys are great, man. My brother Other Zinc be on fire, bro. He don't let nobody. I ain't gonna say who the guy's name is, but man, my brother Zinc, man, put this dude in his place. All right, because he's a young buck. You know what I mean? He still got a little learning to do. You know, but Zinc, man, knows what he's talking about. That's why I love Zinc, and he's part of the Outlaws of Xbox podcast, bro. Because he's a good brother out here. He's very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. When it comes to the numbers, everything, he'll tell you, man. Sometimes he'll come here and say, Sega, man, I can only stay in here for like a few minutes, but I got to get this off my chest. Boom, boom, boom. And then he keeps it moving. Or sometimes he'll stay on for the whole show. But he comes on and he supports me, bro. He supports the Unlimited Truth. You know what I mean? He supports Hebot, our brother E-Rock, and 100, keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm giving a shout out to Phil Spencer, man, because him and Sarah Bond, all those guys over there. Look, we got a great show coming up. We got a great show coming up for Xbox. Guys, does any of the other companies have a show coming up that we could enjoy and watch and see what's looking forward to them in the future? Do they have a show? Does Sony and Nintendo have a show that's coming up like Xbox does? As far as I know, they don't. Only Xbox got something coming up in June, right? So we're hyped for that. We're not worried about the Redfall thing anymore. We're not worried about that anymore at all. I was never worried about it. I played my game. I'm still playing it and loving it. I played it this morning. I just played it this morning. Let me go through the chat real quick. Let me go through the chat again. Just checking out all my brothers in here that be hanging out with me, man. Toolman again, Other Zinc. You know, everybody rocking out with me, man. Big shouts out to you guys, man. I'm very humble. You guys know that. Very humble to all you guys. Emmanuel A1, Ramo, all you guys, man. Zinc always keeping the chat in check. You know what I mean? Zinc's always usually the first one in the building. Yeah, there's that dude, Paris Lily, my ass. You lily-livered clown. That's his name from now on. Paris Lily-livered the clown. Dude is a clown, bro. My brother T Reaper in the building. You know, look at all the brothers in here, man. Look at that. Chopping up game with Sega, man. TB. Tiger. What's up, Big Tiger? What's going on, man? Look like that the character is that a tiger, man? Is that one of the characters from he kind of looks like one of the characters from Redfall. Is that a character from Redfall, man? Kind of looks like one of the character from Redfall, man. Deserves low. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming, brother. I appreciate you. Anthony Chipmunk in the building. You know, giving a big shout out to all everybody in the chat here. I'm not gonna be here too long, guys, but I'm gonna hang out for a little bit because we need to talk about this, man. Oh yeah, Yakuza. Okay, yeah, you're right, from Yakuza. Yeah, Tiger. You know what, brother? Let me tell you real quick, man. I like Yakuza because Sega is my favorite. You know that. You should know that, Tiger. I collect Sega Genesis, all the Sega stuff. Like I have the Genesis, the Saturn, the Dreamcast. I have 2 Dreamcasts. The black and white one. I have 2 Sega Saturns. I have all the Genesises. I have Genesis 1, 2, and 3. Sega CD 1 and 2. Sega Nomad. 2 Sega Game Gears. Yeah, I have a lot of Sega stuff. I'm a big Sega fan, so I collect a lot of Sega. And Yakuza is not a bad game. Some people don't. What's up, Lewis Frag in the building? What's up, brother? A lot of people, they don't like Yakuza. Some people don't like Yakuza. I bought a couple of them on sale, man, on the store a few months back. Or it might have been last year, but it was a flash sale, Tiger. And I bought like 3 of them. Yakuza 0, I think one's called. There was a couple other ones I bought, but I bought them because I was playing them on Game Pass and I liked them. So I can always go back and I got the newer one, the newer one. I bought the Steelbook for like $10 at an exchange, man. And I'm liking them. They have longevity. You can do a lot in the game. You can do side missions, man. You know, I think it's cool. A lot of people don't want to take the time to play. They might not have the time to play it, but it's something I can always go back to and play. You know, you're always getting in and fighting the streets when you're on your way to like your mission. You know, I think it's pretty cool. You can go to the arcades and play the old Virtual Fighter games. You could play, what's the other game you can play in there? You can play Virtual Fighter 2, I think it is, or Virtual Fighter Remix. And you can play Space Harrier inside the arcade. It's like different things you can do in the game, you know? Yeah, they do. Yeah, you're right, Tiger. They have that unique feeling, man. Sega has great IP. Sega has great IP, man. They do. It's a shame that Sega sits on a lot of their IP, Tiger, but they have great IP that they can bring back. You know, we're not getting sidetracked. I'm just chopping up game a little bit with Tiger here, but they have great IP they can bring back. Make a new Altered Beast. You know what I mean? You know how they're coming out with these side-scrolling like adventure games, right? Side-scrolling beat 'em up games, right? Look at where Streets of Rage is right now with Streets of Rage 4. Phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. A very big success. A huge success. I believe they're making 5 right now. If I'm correct. I think they're making 5 right now, or they're working on 5. Streets of Rage 2 is my favorite all-time Sega Genesis game. Streets of Rage 2 is my all-time favorite beat 'em up on the Genesis. And then, my favorite shooter game on there, because I'm a shmups person, I like shoot 'em ups, is Thunder Force, the Thunder Force series. So these are great games that they can bring back, guys, and just bring a new, not even make a new coat of paint, just make another version of the game. Like Altered Beast 2, like a really good Altered Beast game. Remember the side-scrolling Altered Beast game, guys, in the arcade when you were young? It was a phenomenal game. And they've made games after that were terrible. They tried to remake Altered Beast and they just didn't do it right. The right way to do Altered Beast, guys, is to make a part 2 and make it side-scrolling like the first one. You know what I mean? Revenge of, what's the guy's name? Revenge of the one dude he killed, or something like that. Make a new Altered Beast with stunning 4K graphics. You know what I mean? Oh man, they're sitting on so many. They're sitting on so many great IP, guys. And maybe one day Sega will do it. I don't know. The Sega of today is, Sonic Frontiers is kind of doing pretty good. The Sonic movies are doing pretty good. I mean, come on, Sega, you're doing kind of good. They need to bring out they need to bring out Virtual Cop, a new Virtual Cop. You know what I mean? Different games like that, man. You know what I mean? What's the other one called? It was Zombies Revenge. You guys remember Zombies Revenge? They need to bring out a new game like Zombies Revenge. That was a great game on the Sega Dreamcast that they should bring back out. Sega is sitting on a lot of IP that they can make a boatload of money on. They can become one of the top guys again in software, man. I don't know what's going on with them. Yes. R-Type Final 2 is a fantastic game. I have it. It's a great game. I like R-Type. It's a great game. It's challenging though. It's challenging. You got to be experienced in shoot 'em ups, but R-Type can become challenging. Yeah, Zink, I hear you on that. Xbox shows except at least one game we haven't seen, and most excited, Forza Motorsport 2023, absolutely setting the performance bar. Yes, they are, Other Zinc. They are, and me and Other Zinc I'm very big racing fan. Forza Motorsport is the king of racing games right now, arcade and simulation. Because back in the day, I wasn't a Gran Turismo fan. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wasn't. I got a PlayStation 1 later on in the years, and I tried Gran Turismo and I didn't like it. I didn't like Gran Turismo. Now I know at one time Gran Turismo was the king of racing games, and I understand that. That's fine. That's fine that Sony had a hit like that. But those days are over. Gran Turismo is dead. Gran Turismo cannot hold a candle to Forza. It can't. Gran Turismo Sport, none of those games can hold a candle, dude. A candle to Forza Motorsport or Forza Horizon. There is no racing game. There's only one racing game out there that I think is good, and that's Grid. Grid is a fantastic Grid. I got all the Grid game. Grid 1, Grid 2. Fantastic racing game. Great graphics, stunning graphics, beautiful color. Grid. I'll say Grid. And I liked it the last Dirt game. A lot of people didn't like Dirt. Was it Dirt 5? Dirt, the new Dirt one? A lot of people didn't like the game. I liked the game. All right. But me and Zink, we're looking forward to Forza, the new Forza in 2023. And I'm gonna buy that physical because I collect Forza, the Forza games. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna buy it physically. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see that on the Series X. It's going to show the power off of the Series X. It is. It's going to be a flagship game, most definitely, for the Xbox Series X, along with Hellblade 2, which will be the pinnacle of graphics and stunning gameplay and graphics, man, and stuff in there. Is going to be Hellblade 2, I believe. You're going to see the power and performance of the Series X, man. And that's why sometimes those games take a while to develop. They want that game to be right and on point. And I understand that, okay? I do. I understand that, But as far as Sony, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just believe they're done. I mean, they got a Spider-Man game coming out, and that's true and all that, but they're focused on Call of Duty. Those dudes are focused on the deal with Microsoft, and we're going to still get it. People can say what they want to say, brothers, But I still believe so. I still believe that Xbox is going to the deal is going to go through. The ABK deal is still going to go through. Okay, I really believe that the UK can. I don't now listen. I don't dislike the UK game Xbox brothers or nothing like that. I don't dislike the UK, okay, because they're all not like that, but it was the UK that did it, and you know what I mean. But hey, I still believe we're going to get it. I still believe we're going to get it, man. And like I said, I had to give my opinions about Phil. When I seen that, I was just, why are you apologizing, man? You have nothing to be sorry about. Nothing. You're talking to a guy that's highly invested in Microsoft and Xbox software when it comes to gaming. Highly invested, along with a lot of my brothers out here too that are in the chat. He bought all these guys. I rock out with Unlimited Productions. You know what I mean? All of us, 100, E-Rock, we're highly invested in the ecosystem. There's great games over here. We are true gamers, man. We're true gamers over here, bro. We buy and play our games. We support Microsoft. We support Xbox by having Ultimate Game Pass. It's a great subscription. It really is. Every game is not for everybody. There's something in there for everybody, all right? Every game in there, everybody's not going to like every single game that goes into Game Pass. I don't like every single game that goes into Game Pass. Okay, but I try them out. And in some cases, I don't think I like it, and I'll play it for a while, and I start liking the game. The thing is, you have to try them out. You have to try them out, man. You got to give it a chance. And I'm loving Ultimate Game Pass, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It's phenomenal. It's the best thing in gaming right now. It really is. Nobody ever wants to talk about that. It's always negative about Xbox. And then want Xbox to go away so bad because in the back of their mind, they're scared to death that Sony's dying, which they are. They're scared to death that Sony's going to disappear. And when Sony disappears, guys, it's going to be their own fault. It's not Xbox's fault. It's not Phil Spencer's fault. It's not Sarah Bond's fault. It's not Aaron Greenberg's fault. It's not our fault. It's their own fault that they're going to disappear because they are. They're going to disappear. I don't give a shit if people say, well, they're working on a new slimmer PS5 did you hear that they're working on a PS5 Pro, a slim edition? Go ahead. Why you keep making consoles? There's people out there that can't even get your console right now. There's people out there that want the PlayStation 5. I don't know why. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. If they want it, that's cool. Maybe they're highly invested. Do you? But there's a lot of people out there that can't even get it right now. And you're already going to make a PS5 Pro and a Slim? And you can't even get the first one right now? And they're talking about making a new one already? You're just wasting money. You're wasting money on making another console. Why are you making another console? Then there's a rumor that they're supposed to make another handheld. Really? You can't even get a play nice with this Call of Duty deal, but you worried out here wanting to make another console right now? You can't be serious right now, man. Another console. Wow. But you know what, Sonny, you don't realize? A lot of people don't need your console anymore because they could play your games on PC, right? Right, Sony bots? Right, Pony bots? Remember back in the day, guys, when they would say, I don't need an Xbox. I could just play their games on PC. Since their games are going to PC, I don't need to buy an Xbox. Well, guess what? I don't need to buy a PlayStation 5. I don't need to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. Slim. I can play your games on my laptop. I don't need to buy your console, right? But it's always about console sales with these dudes. Always. When you're getting in their ass, right? When you're digging in their ass with facts, okay, and you're proving them wrong, what's the first thing they go to? Well, PlayStation sold 5 trillion consoles. Xbox only sold 2 million. Isn't that what they say? It's not helping you out. Them selling those many consoles not helping you out right now, is it? Do you have any new games to play over there right now? We do. We have a lot to play over here. You could play more games. The Switch gets more games than you guys do. The Nintendo Switch gets more games than you guys do, man. I got a Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's right. I got one. My wife bought me one. It's all good. It's cool. It's a nice system to take on the go. It looks decent on when you dock it. You know, it's 1080p. That don't matter. It's still playable. It looks good. You know what I mean? It got games that don't come out that hasn't came out on Xbox. You know, even in some instances, some of the games come out on the Switch that don't even come on the PlayStation. They come out on the Switch. And there's a lot of OG games that come out on the Switch that will never see the light of day on Xbox. That's a shame, but that's the way the Japanese developers are. And I found a lot of old school games for cheap on the Switch, man. You know? Like I got, you guys remember the Sega Saturn game Corpse Killer? I got that. I actually own that. I actually own that physical on the Saturn. I got that. I got I got Night Trap. I own physically Night Trap 2 on Sega CD, but I got it for like $2 or something like that, or $3 on the Switch, and it's all remastered, like digitally remastered. It looks pretty good. There's a little screen tearing sometimes, like when you're playing Corpse Killer, and it cuts through scenes where you're cut scenes and stuff like that, and you go into the game. It got a little bit of screen tearing. But it's not grainy, and it looks pretty decent. You know what I mean? Like games like Darius, shoot 'em ups that they have on there that they won't see the light of day on Xbox. You know, that's what me and Hebot think. You know, Lightning Force, In the Hunt was a great game on Sega Saturn. That game is like $300 if you want to buy that on the Sega Saturn, which was a great submarine shoot 'em up, In the Hunt. You can get that on your Switch right now for a few dollars. You know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why I like the Switch, because there's a lot of shoot 'em up games and games on here that will not see the light of day on Xbox. And I'm a gamer at the end of the day, and I'm enjoying my Switch. There's a lot of beat 'em ups that you won't see on the Xbox, like the game The Takeover, which is a great fighting game that was supposed to come to Xbox, I think my brother Hebot said, but didn't. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. You know? But hey, guys, let's look forward to what's going on in June. You know, with the Xbox show again, guys. I'm glad y'all are rocking out with me, man. You guys are supporting me and supporting all of us, like Hebot and E-Rock and Unlimited Productions, man. Big shouts out to you, Tiger. Thanks for joining me, man. I hope you come and rock out with me again, brother. I really appreciate you, man. He's coming and hanging out with me. Much respect to you, man. Big shouts out to you. The verse, Lewis, if I said that right. Another brother, big shouts out to you, Lewis Frag. All you guys, man. All you guys that rock out with me. You know what I'm saying? And also a big shout out to Phil Spencer again. The guy, he's doing a good job, man. We're like I always say, we're eating good over here. We're eating good over here. Y'all know that. We're eating real good over here. Nobody wants to be bothered with that other game system. They're one and done games. They're one and done. Just like our brother 100 said, they are one and done games. They are. Our games have longevity. The online is superior on Xbox. There's no other company out here right now that can compare to our online game. None. Sony can't, and Nintendo can't. They just can't. All right, they need to make that better, but I guess they have no reason to. I don't know. All right, but our games have longevity. Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Gears, which is my favorite shooter. Gears of War. I cannot wait until Gears 6 comes out, bro. I'm buying that special edition if they have one. It's probably going to cost $200 or 100 something. I don't know. But I'm a huge Gears head, a big fan of Gears. Everybody that likes Halo, I like Gears. I like Halo now, don't get me wrong. I like the Master Chief. I like Halo. I have them all. But my favorite shooter, bro shooter, is Gears, man. Gears is my all-time favorite. I will always go back to playing Gears. Always. You can play Horde right now. Can you play any Horde games on Sony? No. They're one and done games, man. There is no longevity over there. You're not getting the value for your buck. And Sony could really, if they really wanted to compete, guys, they would get that online up and going and really wanted to compete. They would have a good online and have games that have longevity, and they don't, because they're not worried about nothing but your dollar. They're not worried about you and you being satisfied with their games and software. They're just worried about getting your money. They're showing it right now with Jim Ryan crying about the Call of Duty deal. They're not worried about you guys. Ponybots, they're not worried about you. They don't care. They're not worried about you. You're getting the third-party games like Xbox get and play and Nintendo get. Like, you'll get those games in there, but they're not really worried about you. They're not really worried about you, man. They're just worried about that Call of Duty money. That's all they're worried about. They ain't doing nothing special for you guys over there, man. It's a shame, too. It's a shame. They're selfish. They're selfish, man. They're a toxic company. And their reign is coming to an end, and they know it. Other Zinc has said it. Hebot said it numerous times. Go check out Hebot's channel, man. Check out that great video my brother did. Shouts out to Hebot. You know, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I'm going to get going here in a few minutes. But, hey, big shouts out to the Xbox community. Big shouts out to the true Xbox gamers. You guys keep fighting on that front line, man. We have every right to. We're gamers just like the Nintendo guys. We're gamers just like the true PlayStation guys. We're gamers, okay? And our system and our brand that we prefer is Xbox as our platform. And be proud and say it loud that you're a true diehard Xbox fan, all right? So I'm going to get out of here, guys. All right, I got to get my day going. Again, I'm not going to be around for Mother's Day. That's my wife's day. And we're going to show her a really good time, you know, on Mother's Day. And it's her day, and I want her to be very happy. You know, she's going to be, you know, spend time with your mom. My mom ain't it. My mom's not here no more. Okay? So I'm telling you as a gaming brother, if your mom is still with you, spend time with your mom on Mother's Day. If you have a wife, spend time with her. A girlfriend with kids, like I said. Put that controller down, G. Spend time with your wife. Your controller's always going to be here. Your wife isn't. Your games are always going to be here. Your mom's ain't. That's just the truth. All right? Peace and love. Xbox for life, brothers. We don't die. We multiply. And remember, G's, we're eating good over here. Peace out.